Capacitor with a dielectric. If we have a capacitor and there is nothing inside this capacitor between the two plates, this is the identical capacitor. There will be inside it a vacuum, and the capacitance of the capacitor given by this equation. C equal epsilon naught times A over D. A is the area of the plate over D, the distance between these two plates. And if we have a capacitor with dielectric, what's the dielectric? It's material between the two plates. The capacitance of the capacitor will be C equal K epsilon naught times A over D. K is the dielectric constant. For each material there is a constant. For the vacuum it's 1, for the air it's 1.00059, and it's given. There is a tables for each material. So if we want to increase the capacitance of the capacitor, we can change the dielectric material between the two plates and it will be increased. So the capacitance of the capacitor, if it's identical, there is only vacuum, it will be getting from this equation. If there is a dielectric, it will be given by this equation, and E as well will be getting from this equation, and if there is a dielectric, it will be getting from this equation, as you can see, and E equals sigma over epsilon naught and E equals sigma over K epsilon naught for the capacitor with dielectric. As we know, C equal Q over V. If we have a capacitor in this circuit and we charge this capacitor and there is some amount of the charge on this capacitor, if we insert a dielectric between these two plates, what will happen? As we know, C will increase. C will increase. And what will happen to this capacitor? Q will change and V will be remains constant. If there is a battery in this circuit, V will be a constant and Q will increase. If Q increase, C will increase. For the circuit without a battery, what will happen? The charge will remain the same. The charge will remain the same and V will decrease. If we insert K, as you can see here, the charge is the same, but the voltage, it was 2 without dielectric, it decreased and reached 1. So here in the second part, the Q will be constant and V will decrease. This will increase C.